What up, Instagram and YouTube? It's your boy Salty Redcorn, and I'm back with another ill-prepared knife review video. And today, I want to talk about the Bark River Canoe. This was sent by Timbo437. It's an awesome piece of American history. Let's dive in and talk about it right now. So what happened here was Bark River and the American Knife Company got together and decided to reimagine and improve the original marbles canoe that was made in the early 1900s. All right. And they've done a really fantastic job through modern machining and modern production techniques to improve this knife vastly. Right. So originally this knife was designed with a hidden tang or a pin tang construction. What they've been able to do now is they made this knife a full tang knife, but still appear to be a hidden tang knife. The pommel screws on like it would traditionally. But the tang runs all the way through, tapers down so this can screw on. The scales are held on with Corby bolts. They're not coming off. The finger guard is actually pinned in as well, so that is not coming off anytime soon. So they've really improved the strength of this knife and made it as indestructible as it possibly can be. Okay. The other thing that they did was they lengthened the handle here, because the fact of the matter is, in the early 1900s, people had smaller hands, and they've lengthened this, gave it a more proportionate handle to fit the modern era. And they did a great job with that, because this thing is extremely comfortable, even for my extra large hands. 4.5-inch blade. It's a unique blade. It's its own thing. It's a canoe style blade. It has a clip up here on the front, plenty of belly, nice large fuller on the side, and the steel choice is A2. All right. A2 is kind of the benchmark, or was the benchmark, for survival knives for quite a long time, and outdoor knives and stuff like that. It has since been replaced with CPM 3V and some other steels like that are more corrosion resistant and less prone to chipping and stuff like that. But A2 is still a fantastic steel to this day. This knife was reinvented in 2016, like I said, by Bark River and the American Knife Company, and they did really such a nice job on this. I like this knife and this blade shape because it's not just a hunting knife. It's not just a survival knife or a bushcraft knife. It doesn't stick to one thing. It fits all those bills, right? It does a lot of different things. It's a nice slim design. It's just the right length. It's just the right size. And it's really beautiful. This one in particular has natural pine cone scales, right? Natural pine cone scales. I know the lighting isn't really that great right now because I am in the shade. My phone was overheating. But as you can also see, all the surfaces of the handle are polished to a mirror finish. And it's a really beautiful piece. And to think about, this design's been around for over 120 years now, that says a lot. And it's modified, but it's barely modified, right? Just a little bit of extra length and some strength. And this is a really awesome piece. Really grateful to be able to check this out, thanks to Timbo. Traditional knives weren't something that I always looked at, but I can appreciate history, and I can appreciate American history and stuff like that. So I really like this canoe. Look at the beautiful blade finish on here. It has a convex grind like all Bark River knives. Nice sharpening choil up here, so you can be able to sharpen this pretty easy. And A2 steel is not extremely hard to sharpen either. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sheath. Let me grab it. All right, so let's take a look at the sheath. The sheath is no exception. The sheath is absolutely beautiful, just like all Bark River sheaths, in my opinion. It is a vertical carry only. It is stacked leather. It has a nice kind of dark oak appearance to it, in my opinion. And it's got this nice little thing for your fire stick here, right? So definitely an all-around knife, definitely a fantastic design. And like most Bark Rivers, it's a beautiful knife. They really do an awesome job. If you don't know much about Bark River, they are an American knife company that kind of makes knives in the traditional fashion. And they are a mix of machine and handmade. There's like over 200 handmade, 200 steps done by hand to finish this knife and get it out to you. So Really, really beautiful, really awesome company. Really grateful to check this out, you know. So this is going to be the Bark River Canoe, an A2 steel and pine cone scales. All right. Enough about that. Let's talk about my carry today, and then I'm off to the races. All right. So the wrist check today is a Richard Legrand Odyssey Mark II. All right. Sapphire crystal, sapphire bezel, Seiko NH35 movement. Really robust dive watch. I absolutely love Richard Legrand. They're one of my favorite brands. They've rebranded themselves to RLG, but this is one of the original Richard Legrands. All right. Fixed blade, Tactical Everyday Dad, Kermode in Magna Cut and Maple Burl. This is a fantastic knife. I can't say enough about how good of a job Tactical Everyday Dad did on his very first couple knife designs. I mean, this is a fantastic blade. I've been finding all types of different uses for it. This is a user with all my knives. I usually put my knives to pretty hard work, and this is no exception. And I really like the way it's performing so far. I get to do two different things with this. I get to test out Tactical Everyday Dad's designs, and I also get to test out CPM Magna Cut. So very excited for that, and very grateful for that too. I purchased this knife off his website on a pre-order. He may have a few left over if you're interested in buying something like this. But I highly recommend this design in particular, and he's got other designs that are awesome as well. All right. And my folder today is the Spyderco exclusive Z-Wear Shaman, right? This is one of my favorite knife designs ever, is the Shaman. The reason I'm carrying this today is to just reorient myself with it. Timbo sent me a reground Shaman to check out. And I want to just get a feel for how this one cuts, and then I'm going to carry the other one, and I'm going to be able to compare the two for you guys to see how the regrind versus the factory grind works for EDC. All right. My firearm today is the Taurus GC3. I carry this a lot. You guys have seen this a lot. This is the GC3. It's a compact 9. It has an Olight Balder Mini. It carries 12+1. It's a fantastic piece. Taurus has really come a long way. All their newer pieces that are, you know, put together in Georgia are really awesome pieces. I mean, this is a fantastic everyday carry firearm. I prefer to carry this over my Glocks, and I say that a lot. It's more ergonomic, and it's just a really great design. It's like a nice everyday beater gun, you know what I mean? It is 100% reliable. I've fired almost 1,000 rounds through this without any problem. It's a fantastic piece, and I definitely trust my life with it, or I would not carry it. Okay. It's in a Kydex sheath. It sits up front in my belt, right? Knockaround shades sent by My Bad Adventures. All right. And the Mammoth Headgear Mountain Trucker hat. This thing is beat. This thing is beat down, and I spoke to him. He's sending me a brand new one. So I'm going to be excited to that. That's coming out today. So pretty soon, Salty Red Corn's going to have a brand new hat. I'm not going to wear this beat one anymore. I'll hang this one up on the wall as a trophy, so to speak. So that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you like this kind of video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your boy Salty Red Corn what you want to see. I'm going to do my very best to make that happen. And I appreciate all you guys, and I love all you guys. So until next time, stay fresh, stay clean, stay sharp. Peace out.